things like the Haas Claws, like the Great Dragon Spear as well, show us exactly how much value is in that itemization, and a lot of AoE built into this hero as well to try and deal with the Cult Altar, as Red Esports will bring in the Martis, which is a comfort pick for Amal.
Yep, and looks like we are going to be seeing Amal playing the Mortis on the jungle. Run KTV Obvious Giants is going to be able to do so because as of yet, I feel like they don't really have a strong front wall. But if they are able to hold on to the middle stage game, this is where Selangor Red Giants will have the strongest AoE control to deal with Red Esports.
And we can confirm that this will be a jungle joy in the hands of Super Skies as well. So as we open the curtains on the land of Dawn, it's going to be game one. Selangor Red Giants on the blue side, Red Esports on the red side. Who shall be the brighter red today?
Yep, and I'm looking forward to see how it goes as well, but looks like they are going to be starting with a mid lane roamer to try and soak up the XP for the first wave here. So both teams are going to be in contention to prep up their roamers for level 4 for the first turtle clash. So very, very important stuff coming from both sides, but looks like we are going to be setting up an ambush here. Exort might be in a little bit of trouble here.
Oh, nice awareness there from Exort. He definitely could realize something was weird when they instantly left the EXP lane and then didn't show up anywhere else on the map. A mirror on both teams to get that level 2 on 3 heroes as fast as possible. Ren Cutie forced a flicker very early.
Now, that was a very, very smart setup coming from Selangor Red Giants. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, but knowing that because the meta has kind of shifted where mages are going to be leaning on XP lane to soak up the first wave, tendency you kind of want to rush back to the middle lane in terms of soaking up the next wave, right? Selangor Red Giants anticipated that, but I'm surprised. Exort was able to take the read on that, which is crazy.
That's experience right there. He hasn't been in MPL PH since Season 2 for no reason. And I really like what Melboy is doing here. He is freezing that wave right outside his tower. It will put him slightly behind in terms of gold because you can see that there's 2 gold minions being grouped up there. But it means that it's going to make it a bit more difficult for Red Giants to try and make an attempt on the gold lane.
Yep, we've got 2 Little Connection coming in from Selangor Red Giants, Super Sekis as well as Zac here. So they are going to be dealing a lot of damage in terms of combo damage wise. But that's the thing, right? If Red Esports, they get caught out with this combo from both Sekis as well as Zac, they are going to lose members left, right, center, especially this early on. But looks like the contestation is going to happen right now.
Iron Hook onto the far side, pulls Super Zac back, and Amal will secure the turtle. A nice penalty zone, but Gojas maybe a bit too far out as guys try to run in. Decimate going to miss, and Gojas survives, getting the first blood onto Amal.
The beauty of Terisla is just so strong, but it's not over yet.
Pancake going forward, onwards, combos into the air shatter. Oh, what? But an airstrike doesn't land quick enough. Not sure if Super Zac may have mispressed that.
No, Zac, he did not go for the prediction aim. He actually tapped it and missed his shot. But fortunately for Exort, he was able to survive it. Things would have gotten a little bit disastrous for Red Esports, but fortunately for them, they are able to hold on. But good plays coming from Selangor Red Giants, taking advantage of that earlier lead. But a big clutch coming from Sekis, though, to leave himself up with 1 HP and aim out, just losing out in trade-off.
Yeah, they do end up losing the turtle, but I think trading for Amal's life there is not bad at all. And being able to keep Gojas alive is going to help a lot. And we already mentioned how nowadays the EXP lane matters a lot towards that early and mid game. So it's important to keep things even. And we can see that in terms of evenness, both EXP laners are cutting the wave on the opposite side of their lane.
Yep, so far back tier 2 as well. Not even taking advantage of the gold plating soak there when the minions actually finish him off. So that's something that I guess they want to try and prioritize lane control so that they can actually rotate S5, but here comes the engagement.
With the Bloody Hunt, misses the Iron Hook. Pancake calls the Primal Wrath, but won't survive as the Decimate catches him out. And Amal, with the movement speed, easily weaves around the Feather Airstrike.
Yep, nicely done coming in from Red Esports. This is exactly what they need, right? They lost up a little bit of deficit here. They need to find some sort of trade-off, but now Red QT might be in trouble.
Super Skies trying to chase him down. Not going to commit the electrifying beats here. Probably doesn't have enough damage to kill. But this pressure means that Super Red is getting bullied quite hard in the gold lane. 3 members of Red Esports, will they make an attempt?
Yep. At the same time here, you know, Red Esports, they finally gathered their bearings, right? Like, this is where they finally have a little bit more damage control and abilities to actually contest against the Selangor Red Giants before pre-4. But the question here remains is that, can they take advantage of the Cult Altar to allow Exort to pick up this fight, because so far Red Esports, they haven't been able to group up as 5 to take a front-to-front head fight, because if they do that, Super Gojaz is going to take advantage of penalty zone and just completely shut them down. So they have to pick their fights very, very carefully here coming from Red Esports.
And I like that that's what they're doing. Red Esports are giving proper respect to their opponents. They're making sure not to dive too deep, because even though they have heroes like Namartis with the killing spree, they understand that Terizla is always going to be a massive threat. And as long as Super Zack and Super Skies are nearby, there's a lot of setup for a strong team fight. And speaking of that, RenQT, he may be caught out here. Pinsir, Super Zack trying to cut him off. Super Red here as well. They feed the kill to the Irritel. Amal caught under feather airstrike, comes out. Will he be able to escape? No, he won't. Super Skies chases him down, gets the kill under tower.
Beautiful stun here for Zack to actually allow that kill, and just like that, Red Esports, they finally hit the blunder. They made a little bit of a mistake here, got punished for this, and because of this play, Red Esports now is back to the drawing board. There's nothing Exort can do, Melboy and Mao, so they have to find a way to kind of gather their bearings here, because with these 2 deaths, a lot of map control is gone, but now here comes the hook.
Oh, a beautiful hook, a bloody hunt under tower, but Super Zack is nearby, easily stuns Mal out and prevents him from dropping Pancake any lower. RenQT, you may have gone too far once again. Gonna dash away, stunned by Super Zack. Penalty zone going to miss. Better airstrike committed as well. Super Sky is gonna cut him off, but in the meantime, Red Esports comes from the side, but Mal is the one getting picked up. Pancake is traded out, but they'll lose Exort and RenQT in exchange. So Melboy comes out of the exchange with a double kill, including Super Red.
Oh, the idea was so good coming from Red Esports, but the split focus in that fight was what cost them the fight, because in that moment, RenQT was trying to bait away and pull away Super Sekis from that fight. Amal was nowhere near to intercept Mao to try and re-engage the rest of the teams coming from Selangor Red Giants, and because of that, they lacked the numbers, they lacked the damage, and Selangor Red Giants was able to capitalize on all the pickoffs from like that.
But they were still forced to use a lot of their resources to catch out RenQT, and I think if they had saved some of those, that team fight would have ended up much more beneficial, because, oh, hold on, they're gonna find out Amal, onward, feathered airstrike, that's a lot of resources. Oh, flickers forward! Gets the hook on Super Zack into Bandit's Rage. Cold Altar going to be popped instantly. Red Esports wants to get out of here. RenQT from the side, gonna be pushing Pancake back into the clutches of Red Esports, and they get yet another kill. Super Skies, too late to the party. He's just gonna have to walk away without any gifts today.
Nicely done coming from Red Esports. That's exactly how they should be taking a fight here, using the counter to deal with the penalty zone, but Super Sekis, oh my goodness. The amount of damage from the bleed speeds here coming from him is just phenomenal, but at the same time, the GDS is out onto a Super Red. Irritel is gonna slowly but surely hit like a truck.
As so much trigger finger coming out of Skies there. I would have really wanted to go further into that, but we can see an instant replay. Mal, he's really settled into the tanker role here, being able to get a beautiful flicker hook. Penalty zone only catches 1, and then Pancake is just too far out. RenQT, oh, hold on, instantly into another fight. Turtle gonna be secured by Amal. Bandit's Rage comes out to zone out the rest of the Selangor Red Giants. No casualties this time, but this is a close game so far.
Yeah, but that was a very, very nice fight as well. Yeah, and prior to the highlights, well, not to mention as well, Red Esports, I don't know if that's luck or skill, but right now, RenQT, okay. That's a little bit of scary points here, but once again, he's going to be the distraction for Red Esports though.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. I don't know why Pancake would flicker forward without charging Earth Shatter up first, but onwards, gonna find out RenQT. Call Altar, penalty zone on the 2 members. Mal trying to look for a hook, but it's RenQT who's gonna be taking a lot of damage. He's still alive. Gojaz gets the final hit, but Mal finds the hook in the back line, but there's no one to back him up. Melboy gonna be caught out by Super Skies on the other side of the map somehow, as Mal will be able to escape, but what does it cost?
Again, another time. This is Red Esports just feeling a little bit disconnected here, as everyone is making the calls, but the calls seems very, very split in all these fights, and there's nothing that kind of collapse together. And this is a big problem, because twice now Red Esports hasn't been able to find the right kills, and Selangor Red Giants is able to capitalize on this. It feels like they're playing around the wrong targets. They should be playing around Mao, or maybe even just focus on one, but here comes the hook.
Giant hook. Bloody Hunt Gojaz under the tower. Feathered airstrike though picks off Mal, and Gojaz is able to flicker out to safety. Mal setting up the fight, but getting picked off himself.
My goodness, Gojaz is just an absolute monster. He's unkillable at this stage here. This Terizla just doing so much work, and because of this, Red Esports is just losing members left, right, front, and center. now Red Esports, they need to get to their barracks later. But however, despite how everything looks, right? Everything looks like Selangor Red Giants is losing out a lot in terms of all these skirmishes. But economy-wise, I'm surprised it's not that far apart.
No, honestly, not at all. And I think that the Red Giants have been doing an amazing job of just playing the map around and counter-engaging. There's a reason why teams are starting to ban out this Terizla, because of the value that he's offering. Every single time Gojes gets caught out, he somehow makes it out, and the rest of his team is there to back him up and get a kill in return.
Yep, look at his setup right now. Look at Ren QT's positioning. He's thinking about trying to split push and try and take the tier 2 down bottom. But at the same time, he's looking for a flank. However, the rest of his team is not going to help Amal right now.
Penalty zone not going to lock down Amal. He's got that mortal coil, but better airstrike will find him, and he's taken out. Ren QT too late. He's looking for Super Zack, but he flickers away from his clutches. Mal conceal play gets cancelled by the Lord. Gojes still forming the front line, and Red Esports are getting effectively zoned out by both Super Gojes and Pancake.
Yep, especially when Amal is now down as well. There's going to be a Lord coming in. Oh,
for Skies,
he gets it.
He gets the Lord. Ren QT too far. Cult Altar gonna keep him alive as the Iron Hook finally lands and secures the kill on the Pancake.
My goodness, Exort has, you know, just trying so hard to save his teammates every single time. His Cult Altar is on point, but just now when Amal died, he was almost able to clip the Cult Altar onto his Amal, buying a little bit more window time, but unfortunately, he was just out of range of the pixel because of the brush. But now let's take a look at the items as well. We do see Radiant Armor purchases coming from Mao to deal with both Sekis as well as Zack, but I don't see any Radiant Armor purchase coming from Selangor Red Giants to deal with Exort. So eventually, if they clump up more, Exort is going to be able to do a lot more damage now.
But it doesn't seem like they're worried about Exort as of yet here. So it seems like they're quite confident that as long as they're able to build enough physical defense, they'll be fine, since a lot more of it is going to be coming from Melboy, from Amal. Can already see the conceal play. Pancake going to miss. Mortal Coil. Super Gojes into the backline. Flicker penalty zone finds 3. He will get shut down, but Sky's in the backline causing havoc. Winter Trunkin keeps him alive, just barely, electrifying feats as well to get out, and may have been a bit too far invested by the Red Giants.
You know, it was a very flashy play coming from Selangor Red Giants. However, Red Esports was able to zone involved, because not to mention as well, they were able to bait out Super Seki's Winter Trunkin, and on top of it all, they almost lost their life. So I would say it was a pretty sketchy play coming from Selangor Red Giants, but good defense coming from Red Esports.
But all things considered, it seems like Red Giants may have been willing to just make that play. I'm pretty sure Gojes knows that there's a death sentence jumping in like that, and he was hoping to probably set up a few more kills with it, but being able to clear out all the external towers is probably a sufficient enough trade. As now Red Giants, the Lord not going to be coming up very soon, so they may try to make something happen on the other side.
Yep, at the same time, they're making an attack. Pancake, he missed the angle.
Messes up his combo. Exort and Melboy will get out. Mal has to flicker away from the clutches. He will drop a lot of HP as Ren QT cuts off the backline.
Oh, Ren QT!
Kills Super Zack. The hook onto Super Red. Mal will trade his life for a kill onto the enemy marksman as Ren QT flickers forward. He's looking for the joy. Gojes there to bolster the defense and make sure his jungler will get out.
I don't know what's up, but Mao is just playing an absolute perfect Franco game, and because of this, he's set up so many plays. He's able to open up the plays coming in from Red Esports to actually capitalize on all this space here. Selangor Red Giants, they have to start focusing on the right targets now. Their Red QT is just extremely distracting, but the big threat here is not him so far.
I would say that depends on which perspective you're looking at, because for Super Zack, this Paquito is the ultimate threat on the map. He's been able to find him every single time, and without that bettered airstrike, Red Giants is lacking a little bit of damage. And the fact that Maul was able to find Super Red out of everyone in that pile of Red Giants instantly secured a fight win. Now the Lord going to be contested by the Selangor Red Giants. Pancake not going to be able to find Ren QT.
Yep, now Winds of Nature purchase on Melboy as well. Hopefully he's going to be able to do with Super Red, but they need to find the right opportunity because the rest of the team, they're pretty far off, and now they are going to try and rush this.
Hey, Mal going to be dealing with 3 members. Super Red still working on the Lord. Mal going to finally miss that Iron Hook. Lord with the knockout. Super Sky is going to get the Lord as Polotar comes out. Better is right, going to be clearing up Mal. Melboy going to be able to set up the kill for Amal as he slays Super Gojes. He gets Super Red as well. Double double kill for the Martis as Melboy gets the shutdown onto Super Sky.
Beautiful plays coming in from the rest of Red Esports here. They may have lost the Lord, but Amal was able to salvage the fight, taking down Super Red as well as Super Sky all by himself with the decimation there. That was a big play coming from Amal. However, Melboy as well, he almost got taken down, but he did his job good. He was making sure that RenQT survived, and he's using his ultimate to actually zone them out. So nicely done coming from Red Esports, but this equalized the score once again. But now, we are slowly trading into a late game territory here. Selangor Red Giants, they are going to lose out a lot of this power spike coming from Super Sekis, but it's not over yet because eventually they need to kind of transition in a way where Super Sekis will be playing a role similar to how RenQT is, being very distracting to allow Super Red to get free hits all the way through.
Yeah, Red Giants need to be able to buy enough time for Skies to be able to jump that back line and threaten Melboy the same way that Super Zack is being threatened by the Paquito. But Red Esports has really turned the situation around, and I love this. They know that their scaling will be able to come into play as long as they don't fall too behind the Red Giants. And because of some possibly over-aggressive plays from the Selangor Red Giants side, the tables have indeed turned on them.
Yep, Winter Trunken purchase up in Super Zack. Maybe like you said as well, it's all about you know, baiting out RenQT, right? RenQT is just extremely annoying. You know, they're trying to find a way to punish Super Zack. You know, they want to make sure that he dies first before the rest. Because Gojaz, yes, he's got the penalty zone, it's great. But if there's no follow-up, what does that penalty zone translate to? So I guess Red Esports is angling in that angle to try and catch Super Zack as much as possible. So this is going to be very important here because Red Esports, they are going to clash into them.
A really nice initiation. Amal with a Mortal Coil, make sure he doesn't get tossed back. But the Cold Altar has been used quite early by Exort. The Red Giants, they see this as a chance to go in instantly. But Red Esports, with a great disengage, using a conceal of their own and not going to let the Red Giants take advantage of their cooldowns.
Hey, split push is the name of the game. Red Esports is going to be doing that angle as well. Once again, RenQT always pressuring the other side of the map, while the rest of his teammates are going to be playing a little bit more defense. Super Red Giants, they popped up as 5. They're a little bit disconnected now because of the fact that right now, they're more focused on taking a team fight with Red Esports rather than play the macro game. And because of that, Red Esports is just slowly chipping away at all the outer turrets and getting somewhat of a map control. And this is worrisome because Red Esports, they are trying to force Selangor Red Giants to commit to them to buy time.
That's exactly what they're doing right now because they recognize that Red Giants have a lineup that will generally need most of their team to be together to be at its full strength. While Red Esports are quite content to split the map. Having the Cult Altar as defensive utility, RenQT being able to take care of himself. And speaking of, he finds Super Zack, tries to go for the 1-2 punch, but Super Zack has enough health to survive that, so he's not going to get a cheeky kill for now.
Yeah, interesting as well. Like RenQT is trying to pressure the top lanes as well, but the immunity show Seki's up top means that right now it's disconnected. The Lord's half HP, but the bottom lane is also shelved in. Selangor Red Giants, they send in Super Zack to defend on bottom lane, while the rest of Red Esports, they're still thinking. They're using this Lord to actually go in for a hostage to deal with Selangor Red Giants. Wow, Melboy potentially looking to punish the bottom lane here, but no. Selangor Red Giants, they tried to make on RenQT, it didn't work out.
Yep, did not work out for him there at all. Lord at 40% HP. Amal has been working on it the entire time. Mal and Melboy still on the opposite side of the map. They're waiting for Red Giants to invest so they can go for a full dive split push into their base. Zack UT, Super Zack going to be there to defend, but will he be able to hold 1v2? The Lord dropping to dangerous health levels.
Oh, nicely done coming from Red Esports. They held that for as long as they can because they needed the hostage that as long as they can, because if Selangor Red Giants committed to the fight, they would have won, but Selangor Red Giants had zero information of where Mao as well as Melboy was in that bottom line, and as soon as they showed themselves, boom, instant reset, we're doing it again. And now Selangor Red Giants, they have to change their formations now because this 5-man clump up team fight is not working out, whereas Red Esports is just fully taking advantage of that. You know what, you want to force a fight? I don't care, I'm just baiting you. I don't even want to fight, I just want to back off, bait you, and play the macro game right now.
But I love that Red Esports are not falling for that bait. That Red Giants are not allowing themselves to go too aggro. They will look for NQT here. Zurek gonna pop the ultimate. Cold Altar has been used as well. Drop down instantly on RanQT and Exhort, who are stacked up. That is so much damage coming from the Iritel. Amal is here, but is it too late? RanQT is dead. Exhort is down. Amal dropping real low, but look at the bottom lane. Super Gojas with the two-man penalty zone instantly denies the backdoor attempt, and Maul and Melboy will fall as a double kill to the hands of Super Zack.
Oh, Selangor Red Giants, they could not take it anymore. They know Red Esports is doing exactly that, and now they're just taking advantage of what Iritel is strong. Isolated fights. Red Esports gave it to them, but Selangor Red Giants took a little bit long to read this, but they're finally getting it right now, and they're focusing down Crystal, and they will take down another player and close out game 1.
Exhort going to try his best to get that base defense in, but 1v5 is never going to work out. A beautiful play by the Selangor Red Giants, perfectly understanding the possibility, the plans that their opponents may have, and closing out a victory in